because I've got 3 ways coming. So, because Jacob stabbed somebody,
he had a $50,000 bail, and then he had a $50,000 payment, his grandmother told me, and she paid off both.
So she did all the payment back. What has Jacob done to pay restitution for any of this?
Nothing. He's oh, and he's officially banged in the north side now. He has his 4 dots like he wanted to get.
Okay, what's banged in mean?
It means he got jumped in. It means when he stabbed that kid, he got the 4 dots tattooed on the side of his head.
Oh boy. So what does he think that's going to help him do in his life?
I don't know. You know, I mean, whatever.
Really?
I mean, Jacob's a little white boy. My dad laughs at kids like that. He's like, they ain't nothing but little wannabes. He's like,
there's white gangs though too. I mean, they're called the KKK, and they're called white Aryans, and they're called different things.
Yes, and they 99% of the time get their ass shot or beat because they're racist fuckers that are trying to.
Well, I already know that. I
mean, your kids trying to make a name for themselves when they just doing it in the wrong way.
Well, the kid's gonna end up dead.
Yeah, he already has people hitting after him, like waiting to, like when he steps off school property to shoot him. Like,
seriously?
He's in a shitload of trouble right now.
So, I'm listening to you.
I'm just telling you, this kid's fucking Jacob.
Well, Jacob is disturbed right now. He's stolen from me before, so I know.
And then the second time he got his ass kicked by me. Because it always got pinned towards
Do you really want to be associated with any of these gang members, though? Because your mother was associated with the gangs for so long, and now she's in treatment. Your dad is an OG. There's nothing good to get that out of him. He's an original. He's older, and
he knows how to fight.
He knows how to fight. Gangs. He knows how to do federal things like run guns across the border. The man is lousy to every woman he's ever been with.
That's a G right there for you.
That's a G? There'd be some G's that would disagree with you on that. Your father is really not a nice guy.
You think I don't know that?
I know you know that.
For Pete's fucking sake. Well,
I mean,
he's not a deadbeat, but he's a deadbeat in my book. A deadbeat father to me is somebody that doesn't pay rent, doesn't give 2 fucks for attention about their kid. They don't.
Deadbeat dad is usually he doesn't pay child support. A bad father is someone who does not pay attention to their children, who does not help raise them and show them the positive way. And so if your dad tells you that it's okay to beat somebody down, is not a positive thing for him to do.
I mean, I saw pride in Papa's face when I beat up Wetzel for a good reason.
I didn't hear no pride from that.
I saw him because he was there when it happened. Because I was fighting Wetzel because he stole your shit the second time. And you know that. That's why I fought him. Was because whatever he stole got reversed back to me. Because you were saying at that time that I was stealing it.
Yes, we really thought you were.
And
absolutely.
So I handled that situation, and Papa saw me. I've never seen more pride in Papa for me fighting for something.
Yeah.
That was
my head
a good reason for him. I saw pride, and Lori was there too. She saw pride in Papa's face.
You said you got Lori back in school?
Doesn't start till next semester. Next semester isn't for like 5 months.
Is she off the meth?
Duh.
Yes or no?
I said duh.
English.
Duh means yes, like duh.
Okay, I will have to relearn my English language. Very good.
I mean, duh's been around since you were a kid.
No, not for that.
Jingle bells, boy.
So, tomorrow you're going to go back to school. If you're going to apply for a job, I'd suggest applying elsewhere. You don't have to drive yet. No. Because I got to get you into driving school, which won't take me long, but I've got to do it.
Because right Because Paris can get me gutter jobs, and I know for a fact he can.
Okay, then so fine. You do that with your brother, get that worked out.
Because after I get gutter jobs and I get my car, it's just, I even told Papa, and he said, I'm fine with that. If you leave and you want to go explore the world, that's you.
Yeah. Jazz Singh is another one that is very good at finding jobs, and I bet you he could find you some jobs too. You know, little jobs like that, you know, adds up. But you can't spend your money. You got to put it like in a little pocket wallet thing and hide it under your mattress. If you want to travel, you know, go along and work as you travel. I mean, God, I know a lot of people that do that. And if you want to go to Europe, go to Europe.
Yeah, but I can't drive to Europe.
Most people can't. I joke about European dryers. Italy's bad. And, yeah. Japan is even worse. There's some countries that weren't meant to have cars, or drive anyway. But there's a scooter. There you can drive a Vespa.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you'll be fine, Boston. I want you to settle down, though. We got to keep your pressure down because your blood pressure goes up every time you get angry.
Okay.
And, well, your eyes do. You know, you're having surgery on the 7th. We want you to go in like this. Zen-like. Flowers, happiness.
No.
Happiness, flowers.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, then don't. Go in miserable.
I mean, fuck, I'll get Lou Gehrig disease before I fucking...
You know what Lou Gehrig's disease is?
I don't know. I saw it off the movie, but you know what?
It's lethal. It's cancer. They call it Lou Gehrig's disease because of the player that got it. He couldn't suddenly move his arms. He couldn't figure it out. But they figured it out. It was a form of it's a rare cancer, and it ALS.
Left nut chopped off like Louis Armstrong did in that book. And that's pretty cool. You had to see the movie.
Well, you'd have to, you know, I wouldn't wish ALS on anybody.
Louis Armstrong.
Lou Gehrig's disease, and I wouldn't wish somebody's right or left nut being cut off either.
And plated in gold, okay?
Plated in gold. That's really, there's your children all, and plated in gold.
As a trophy, yeah. Because Louis Armstrong took steroids. That he was a liar and a fake.
Louis Armstrong?
The guy that wasn't all the way.
No, Louis Armstrong was a singer. You're thinking of somebody else. You're thinking of Muhammad Ali.
No, it was Louis Armstrong, which was a weightlifter back in the day. If you looked it up, it was a weightlifter from back in the day.
There's a couple Louis Armstrongs, you have to understand.
Yeah, I know that. This one was a famous weightlifter.
Ah.
I know because we studied him in history.
Ah.
And he got his left nut chopped off for lying.
That's painful.
And got it plated in gold.
Why did he plate something in gold that they cut off? I don't understand. I'm lost. You know, that's like really bad.
Well, the goal back then was if you lied about how much weight you could lift, the punishment was you got your nut chopped off. It was a story, and I thought it was fake, but it was real because in the museum he has his left nut plated. And
golf ball.
His poem behind it was, "I want my kids to see what a hero I was on the day."
That's a hero.
Yeah.
I did not know that heroes came in with one nut.
It was a story we learned at school because he got his left nut chopped off. It was like, one day it's going to be passed down through my family.
And you learned that in school?
Yes, I did. History.
So glad I'm not a teacher. Okay, well, you know.
Well, I mean.
I'm sorry, Boston, that just resonated weird.
It was on chapter page 320.
Chapter 320. Well,
really big books at our school.
Yeah. It's typical high school.
And, I mean, history is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I love history though, even if it does have a left nut cut off.
Well, I mean, the only time I pay attention is when we get to a World War II subject.
Yeah.
You don't. World War II because Adolf Hitler took rise in 1942, and then it went on until 1945. August 26th, Yeah, August 26th, 1995 is when a couple months before Anne Frank got caught, and she got sent to concentration camps. Otto Frank was sent to Auschwitz, came out alive, only one alive.
Out of the Frank family?
Out of the Frank family, yes, out of the Frank family. Otto Frank came out of Auschwitz.
Was he her father or brother?
Father. Otto Frank was her father.
Why did they leave the father alive? And why did they kill that little girl? Do you know?
The little girl, they were all sent to different concentration camps.
Oh, that's why.
Margot Frank was sent to Mauthausen concentration camp. Margot Frank. And
Benson told me
I believe Anne Frank was sent to Mauthausen along with the
there's only 2 or 3 camps that were death camps. The rest of them were starvation and die camps.
Well, these ones are all sent to death camps.
So they were sent to death camps.
Yes, and I believe, who was it? Okay, it wasn't the mother. It was the doctor, which was
Mengele.
I don't know, but he was experimented on. The guy that lived with the Franks.
Oh, he was the one. Yeah, that was different. Not Mengele, definitely. So the man that was hiding them out
got experimented on in the infamous cell block 10, which was all done on the human experiments. Also, where they tried to create zombies back then. They tried to try to make cancer as a weapon. They tried multiple experiments when they were alive. Dead or alive, they didn't care. They had also, in World War II, they would scalp people's hair with razor blades without any moisture whatsoever. Their hairs would be cut off, and they would have to be standing like this in a row of 2. They'd be counted by 2. And if one of them put their hand down, they'd be shot and dead to the ground. They'd also be made to build trenches, which were their deathbeds.
Yeah, I don't know.
They had gold teeth, and which were sold for bread around in the campus, or because you trade them for value. Value was a big thing back then.
You would never do anything like that, would you?
No, I study up on a lot of World War II. World War II is my thing. I love World War II. The fact about it was the worst time ever, but the worst war was the Civil War. We had over a couple billion bodies death count. And it was
million. It was a million, not billion.
Okay, a couple million death count.
Yeah, it was the bloodiest war in anyone's history.
Because it was by both sides.
Yes.
Our country was killing each other.
Yes.
So
it might go back to Civil War, too, the way things are looking.
I mean, our body count.
Not over race, though. Or maybe it will be over race. I'm not sure what it's going to be over. They're just fighting.
It was slavery.
Right back then, it was slavery.
The South had the machinery.
The North had the machinery that were trying to sell it to the South.
The North had the machinery, but the South was slavery because they were cheaper. They were cheaper to afford.
Yes, and they didn't want somebody to tell them what to do in their own country, in their own state.
Yeah.
So, but yes, it was actually originally about slavery's wrong. Abraham Lincoln knew it, but it was originally about how to get their cells, the machines, sold. It was economics.
Mm-hmm.
But then Lincoln said, yeah, but there's more to this. Slavery is wrong. They shouldn't be having people do these fields anyway.
Mm-hmm.
This would be the better thing to trade for those people. Well, the South didn't go for it, and because of the value or lack of. And
well, black people have more value to them.
They worked faster than the machine could, and that were healthy, Plantation owners were interesting. They had their favorite people were inside the house. They never did field work. Their field workers lived out in little houses, shacks, Many of them had the slave master's children.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was not all of them. I said many of them.
And there's been a lot of dispute about how Adolf Hitler and his wife died in. So
Eva Braun.
Mm-hmm.
They were both. They took a cyanide,
mm-hmm.
And then they burned alive.
That's where you're wrong.
How do you know this?
How do I know this? Because I'm a freak when it comes to World War II history. I've read and studied this multiple times.
Okay, and how did they die?
Hitler put a gun to his head, and asked Papa this because Papa knows this too. Hitler killed himself with a gun. His wife took cyanide.
Okay. Well,
And
at least
kids,
they didn't have children. Hitler never had a child. Never. No, he did not.
No, actually, that's such a lie. Because if you look it up, Hitler had 2 kids. His wife, no, he had 2 kids.
Eva Braun and him got married the day of they died. They were married and then they executed themselves.
Hitler cheated on her. Hitler actually had 2 wives. This is why I love debating. Hitler was cheating on his wife because my history teacher, I stayed after school and me and him were debating about World War II.
Well, now I'm going to have to look it up.
Look it up because Hitler physically does have 2 kids, a girl
Seriously.
and a boy.
Okay.
And
Well, that's interesting. I'm going to look that up. Now, back to your mom. She needs a lot of support. Meaning that she can't, she'd do anything to have you live with her, but right now is not probably a good time. She's just getting up on her feet. Give her time. Financially, it would be very, very, very hard on her. I don't ever want her put into a position where she needs or feels the need to sell herself again. So let her, heal.
When I get my car, it's just I'm gone. I'm on my own.
Well, whatever. You still have to keep up your car. You have to keep up. You have to eat.
Yeah, I work along the way, but
you got to keep clothes on your back. You got to stay in a hotel at night.
Yeah.
You got to make your car look all spiffy and that. Yeah, sooner or later you want to be a man and you want to find a nice young woman after your adventures and get married.
Well, I'll go back to school after my adventures. My adventures, I want to come first.
Okay.
I have not found who Boston really is.
Well, how would you know, honey? You're only 16.
No, I need to explore the world and find who I am. Because life has not been that defined.
I understand that concept.
The life has not been defined yet. My life has not been defined.
No, it hasn't.
Because Ethan Strom, he's my age, and he's the kid you love, the one that's always over here. Used to be over here, Ethan,
skinny
my
guy.
big beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back in town.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's going to California to go squid fishing.
Squid fishing?
Making a lot of money from it too.
Well, squid's very, very popular sushi. So it's very popular, raw.
And I even asked him, could I do it? He's like, there's a lot of openings down there. And he's like, Boston, I mean, if you come with, if you want to come with me, you can make, in a couple months, you'll have $15,000 squid fishing because we'll be on a boat and we're going to go out there and we're just going to get a lot of squid, man. And I'm like,
well, then, when is Ethan going out again?
I'm gonna talk to him soon today, and I'm gonna be like, when you going out there, because that's what he does. That's what he does because when he gets tired of Mount Vernon and his parents, he goes off like he did in Antarctica, went fishing for crab and salmon and everything. Because he said that year was really big. And
didn't know.
That's what he does. Have you seen his beard? He has a full-on fisherman beard now.
Yeah, good old fisherman.
I'm like, he's like, girls usually don't like the beard because his beard is like Papa's when he was a kid. It's like,
yeah. I don't know. There's something about long beards lately that girls just go crazy over. I don't care for them myself, but
no. Girls don't like them. He tells me. He's like,
oh, really?
He's like, I guess shaved men are back in style.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's all good, man.
Well, as this meeting is adjourned,